On the line now, we've got a chap called Mervyn Chattersley from Henleys, right?
Mervyn B. Chattersley, if you don't mind.
Mervyn B. Chattersley. What does the B stand for?
Business, as in mind your own.
Okay. All right, thanks very much. And what are you doing? What do you do for a living, Mervyn?
Retired corporal from the army, 30 years, your whole Fusiliers.
Oh, okay. You don't sound like you. I said you're from Henleys. That's not a local accent. You're obviously from somewhere else originally.
So I'm down here on the campaign.
A campaign for what?
It's a campaign basically to get barrel glasses restored in pubs. I'm here to meet the police.
So you're going to sort out glasses. You don't like plastic pint glasses?
I don't like plastic pint glasses. I don't like any glasses of a pint nature that don't have a handle.
Oh, I see. So you're after one of those with the dimples in and all that.
The most important thing is that the publicans don't rip us off. Because if you have a sweaty hand, if you've had an honest stage graft, you have a tendency to drop the glass. I know I have. We're calling for a reinstatement of all that, and it includes a wide trench of things. Real ale, for example. A ban on lager, except for Kronenberg Blanc.
What's so good about Kronenberg Blanc?
Well, I like it.
So just because you like it, it shouldn't be banned, right?
Tastes like an ale, doesn't it, rather than an actual lager. It doesn't taste of, chemicals and sodium glutamate like the others. And a minimal apple content on all cider. Anything that's selling itself as cider, minimal apple content, and a complete restoration of the topless lady behind the peanuts.
Right, so you really doubt...
You might laugh, but these are things that have been... these are parts of British life that have been taken away.
Yeah, stripped by the Labour government.
That's right.
Hmm.
Well, by all successive governments, particularly the socialist ones.
Yes.
Bunch of pinko lefties, if you ask me.
Yeah, because it's funny, you would think they would support the working man, wouldn't you, who wants to go to his pub and smoke a pipe or whatever and drink out of a glass with a handle.
Or even the man on a holiday from work. The choice should be his, as long as he's a handle. You must see that it's much easier to spill.
Yes, it is, if you haven't got a handle.
They talk about stacking and all this nonsense, and we need to stack, and we need to not have people throwing glasses at each other during the football. Well, that doesn't explain the peanuts.
What about peanuts?
Well, why is the topless lady gone?
Oh, right, yeah.
It was one of the best games in the pub. I once stayed for 4.5 pints waiting for that to happen. And I'm not a drinker.
You'll have to explain to me, what's the topless lady behind the peanuts?
You're obviously too young.
Oh, I know what you mean. You're talking about on the board, aren't you? Yeah, you pull the peanuts off.
It's harmless fun, harmless British fun.
Yeah.
My Irene never minded about that.
Irene? Is that your wife?
Yes. She's downstairs at the minute. She's getting a recipe from the landlady.
Oh, yeah.
They're boring her to tears, no doubt. Something with fruit in it.
Yeah. And what do you think the police are going to be able to do for you?
I think that we have to take it force by force. I started off in North Lincolnshire. I have a lot of support there because of my contacts. It's not become the law up there yet, of course. We have to take it bit by bit. They were saying, when the rest of the country backs it, of course, Mervyn, we will back it. So I've written to every constabulary. So far, Avon and Somerset are the only ones to reply. Right. And so I brought Irene down. Now that I don't speak to my son, it's something for me to campaign about.
What do you mean you don't speak to your son?
No, Daniel's a waste of time.
Why?
He's moved to Brighton.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. I get your drift.
We don't speak.
We were talking about confessions. Is that one of the confessions that you were ringing up about, that your son's moved to Brighton?
I don't have many confessions in my life. If I have any confessions, perhaps it's spoiling my godson, Tadek.
What?
My godson, Tadek.
Tadek?
Yes, he's an army friend of mine married a Pole.
Uh-huh.
Not the fire station implement, a lady from Poland. And it's a Polish name, I'm led to believe. They have a son, Tadek. He's a wonderful boy, showing great signs of a possible army future. And I've bought him 6 guns to date.
6 guns? How old is he?
4 or 5. I'm not sure. He can't handle most of them. But he's had 3 of them. He's been in trouble for it, bless him. But he's getting the hang of which birds he can and which he can't shoot now. He is banned from taking them into school.
Oh, God, I would hope so. So that's one confession. Anything else you'd like to get off your chest this morning, Mervyn?
I've lived a life largely sin-free, Mr. Pitman. I mean, when I was a youth and people at my age, they were what do you call them, rods and mockers, and getting on motorcycles down to Brighton, and I once stopped a whole convoy of them. Bunch of dossers and beef bags, if you ask me, in my school, and instead of going to Brighton, I'd smelled a rat among them, you know. Later, that transpired correctly, Mr. Pitman, I'll tell you. So I organised an ambush, and I locked them all up in the new garages on the Clevebank estate. And I've since had the misfortune to see an excerpt of that Quadrophenia film. I can only think now of how many small cafes that I saved that day by not letting them go down there. I don't know how many shop owners in Brighton owe the fact that they're not quadropheniacs to me. But I locked them all up in that garage. A bunch of savages, completely irresponsible. I later found out not one of them had RAC memberships for those bikes.
Terrible.
I had to leave the area soon after that.
Yeah, why?
Well, I was a wanted man. There were 14 of them. They were going to damage my NHS green Morris Minor. We couldn't have that.
So you were neither a rod nor a mocker?
Neither. I was in the military from 18.
Yeah. And what did military life teach you?
Everything. Discipline, respect, good ironing.
Clean shoes?
Very clean shoes, very well buffed and bowled. So way it has to be. These youngsters today, they own out. They're a bunch of cannibals.
The what?
They own out. I was watching some scruffy beggar last night, and they put televisions in every room now. Yeah. And I couldn't sleep with Breeny snoring. And I put on the television something called the Isle of Wight Festival, which I took to be some kind of celebration of the wonderful Her Majesty's Island of Wight. And instead it was some concert by someone called James Morrison. With I don't know what it was, half a beard, a shirt undone. But a national service.
Yeah.
See that scruffy beggar any harm? Yes. I don't mean to harp on about it. I know it's an old-fashioned idea.
What, looking smart?
The national service, looking smart.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, shooting people for the correct offences. All the correct ideas are now deemed old-fashioned. Well, call me old-fashioned.
So what would you like to see brought back more than anything else? Final question to you this morning.
Probably my NHS green Morris Minor that was pinched. But I'd like to lynch the little beggars who did it.
I bet you would. Well, Mervyn, best of luck with your bring back the proper glasses in pubs and
yes, if I could give it a quick web plug, it's the Great North Lincolnshire Barrel Ale and Lady campaign, or Gunnel Balk for short. And if you put it in the correct internet search engine, the most popular one, which I believe is Alta Vista, then you'll be fine. You'll get there and you can join the campaign. Join the campaign. Bring back barrel glasses.
So what is it again? www.
The address is too long, and I get it confused because I'm not one of these internet people. I asked someone to do it, but I'm told if you type it into something called Alta Vista, right, and it's the Great North Lincolnshire Barrel Ale and Real Lady campaign.
Oh, okay, brilliant. Well, best of luck with that, and have a nice time with the police at Portishead today.
Thank you very much.
Do you like Tintin Out?
I beg your pardon?
Do you like Tintin Out?
I like anything outdoors, son. Anything outdoors.
Well, here you are. Have 11 to Fly by Tintin Out.